Hi everyone, welcome to Cold Castle Podcast. I am super excited. Today we have a very special guest. We have Jeurys Santiago, CEO, owner of Minds with Purpose, correct?
That is correct.
Thank you so much for accepting, my invite to be in here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, I've been following you and I see you doing your thing. You're just out in the community doing all these different events, all these different things. So I kind of wanted to bring you here so that, my viewers can learn a little bit about you and what it is that you do. So welcome.
No, 100% appreciate you. We be trying, I really enjoy being a people person and giving back to the community. I have been blessed with the opportunities I've ran into throughout my life that I'm like, I want that same feeling that I feel, that happiness, for others to feel it.
Ooh.
And that's really what I strive to do every single day, even if it's as small as going to a festival like what we're seeing each other today, and making someone's day by letting them know how much they mean to me, letting them know that they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
Things of that nature. It doesn't matter how big or how small, it matters that you do it.
Yeah.
Because you never know at that exact moment what that person is going through, just because life is life. And just because that person, last time you spoke to them, they were doing amazing, next time you speak to them, they might not be doing amazing.
Yeah.
And that goes for...
There's ups and downs, absolutely, yeah.
That goes for individuals as much as businesses, So do as much as I can for the creatives, entrepreneurs in our community. I grew up, really loving business and marketing, and it's really what I enjoy.
All right, so Minds with Purpose. I want to learn about it. What is the mission? How did this get started? Please elaborate.
So if I take you back all the way how I got started, it was at a lunch and learn at Northern Essex Community College. If there's free food, I'm there. I just, eso no come long. Me gusta comer. So it was a free food, and I'm a college student at the time. And, I'm like, let me go to this event. The topic seemed interesting. It was all about organizational leadership. So the biggest transportation company doesn't own any cars. Do you know what it is?
No.
Uber. The biggest hospitality company doesn't own any buildings. You know what it is? Airbnb. So I'm like, how can I do what I love to do and build a platform just like them, that where the individuals can make themselves money and make the company money? And what do I like to do? I like to bring people together. I like to uplift people. I like to have fun. I like to entertain people. That's what I grew up doing throughout my whole life, just, being in a lot of different types of community, whether it was basketball, baseball, chess, a whole bunch of different things I did growing up, that I just loved the feeling of belonging, of being a part of something, that I'm like, how can I do that for others, because I believe we just need a community to expose and support us for us to reach sustainability and profitability. So that's the mission behind Minds with Purpose. We're striving to make everybody reach sustainability and profitability. We want people to make money. We want people to be happy, but not short term. We want it to be long term, which is what sustainability means. And, we do that with many different resources. So whether it's the events that we do, many of them, where people can come network, meet their future business partner, meet, and a mentor, or just meet a friend, There's so many, or you meet a partner, like,
you never know,
you never know, like, it's crazy. Minds with Purpose has built so many families, created so many, like, Edwin, like, his family started through Minds with Purpose.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's an MWP baby he has. So it's crazy, but, it's just it's the community, so you can come and meet any individual and, go from there. But we also offer social media services. So whether it's content creation, social media management, social media consulting, I have a team of many amazing videographers, photographers, consultants that they're from everywhere, and they come with a diverse, innovative mindset, because they're either college students, recent college graduates, people with, experience that they're just passionate about. So we're able to do that. And then recently we've added the education piece to Minds with Purpose, which is now trainings and programmings and workshops that we're able to offer to youth programs.
Wow, that's amazing.
They had companies, leadership groups, and it's something that I've really fell in love with. and I see the need for it, and I see the impact it has right away. Like today, if I tell a kid or I tell a young adult about LinkedIn, it could change his life today, not tomorrow, not when he passes a test, like. Or,
you're exposing them
100%.
ahead of time, and that's a great help that you're doing. But not only are you creating spaces for growth where people can come together and learn, I think people that are in business, sometimes they tend to be a little selfish, where they think like, oh, my business, my business, my business, my business, but the real growth is in coming together, like you said.
100%. And I can't blame them, and like the society shouldn't blame business owners for being selfish, because me being a business owner for now 5+ years, I know like the traumatic experiences we go through when it's like, scraping for payroll or for an event or for some sort of invoices that we have to take care of, but also handling life at the same time. And it gets hard to like kind of like want to do more for others, so you kind of become selfish. But I definitely agree that business owners should find a way, and my philosophy is all on emotional intelligence. Once they learn that it's not all about them, that they have to put their pride aside, their ego aside, their emotions aside, and just get to work and just be more to be able to contribute more, life changes. And that's where collaboration is born, and that's what I love to do. I love to collaborate. Like I don't do like a lot of the times I don't tend to do a lot of research. I just see if you're doing something good and you do something good, I want to bring you both together. I don't care if 3 years ago you guys didn't like each other, things of that nature, or like for whatever reason you don't do business with each other. It's all about learning how to provide a better service to our communities.
Yeah, and because, not sorry to interrupt you, but, businesses are, the real background of it is really to give back to the community.
100%.
Really
solving a problem.
Yeah.
Every business is meant to solve a problem. And imagine when you have a bunch of solutions together, how much easier it becomes to solve many given problems. You feel me? So that's why when you have coalitions, or when you have like one-stop shops, it feels better because you're able to get a lot of things done much smooth, like more effective. So you get more for your buck. You have more time, which is my thing. Like I think time is everything. So when you don't have to go 5 miles away to the gym or 3 miles away for the laundromat, it's all in the same place. You want to live there. So it's the same thing with business. Like if you have, marketing, and you have events, and you have an online platform, you want to be there because you don't have to go hire another videographer XYZ, hire an event coordinator, or pay for a membership somewhere else. You can do everything right there and build a genuine, authentic community. Because that's one thing I'm great at, and that's what I really emphasize on, building authentic connections, like whether we met playing basketball or, doing something like,
anything,
at an event, whatever. Those be the dopest connections, for me, and those oftentimes be the ones I last the longest working with, like doing business with.
Yeah. I love your vision, and I love how, you consider the community a lot, and that's wonderful. But I also want to learn a little bit about you and what, a lot of people know you, they know what you do, but kind of want to know your background. Like, where were you born?
So I was born in the Dominican Republic in San Francisco de Macorís.
Motore.
Yeah, Serio 56. And then at 3 years old, I moved to New York City. So,
New York, okay.
Yeah, so I'm a New York kid, but I was raised there.
What part of New York? What part?
Washington Heights. So I grew up in Manhattan, which it's a lot of Dominicans up there too, it's very Hispanic. I loved it, everything about it. Like, it's very different than, living out here in Massachusetts, but New York, really shaped me because what I was introduced out there early on was just crazy. Like, when I was young, I was playing, AU basketball, going to, Brooklyn Nets game, Brooklyn Nets, events, meeting like the coaches and things of that. At that moment, I wasn't thinking of it as networking or like anything of that, but I was doing so much of it and I just loved it. I used to play chess nationally as well.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, so I was a nationally ranked chess player, which I traveled to Ohio, California, and I was playing like if I was in high school, I was in middle school, and I was playing like kids in elementary school, because chess,
Yeah, it could be from 90 years old to
like
5.
Yeah, literally. And there was one kid that he was younger than me. He beat me and we became friends, you know?
Yeah.
And that's the type of person I am. Like, I'm able to lose. I'm big on failing. Like, it's okay if I fail. And I go after failure in the sense that I dream very big. Like, everything I do, I dream. Like, I'm not doing things to fail, but, like, I put myself in challenges and in opportunities to fail because that's how big I want to become. That's how much I want to grow. So, you know, basketball was also a big part of me growing up, playing in Dykeman, Rucker Park, you know, in the Lexington projects, all of that. Like, it made me who I am. You know, again, team player. You know, I'm not the tallest, but, like, I have a lot of heart. So when I play very, you know, very hard. I'm always communicating on the courts, and I'm always having fun. Like, I'm always, like, trash talking. So I come with that same nature for everything. I'm a jokester. Like,
I'll beat you though and around the world.
Stop it.
Nah, I will.
I'm like that. I'm a shooter for real. So yeah, so like that's pretty much my childhood right there. And then yeah, my parents owned a barbershop, so I spent a lot of...
Oh, my father's a barber too. Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy. My dad too. So
okay.
So yeah, so I was raised pretty much in the barbershop because after school I would go back to the barbershop. I wouldn't.
You got that business exposure.
100% Like the customer service, the like the team building,
even the timing. Like if you're exposed to someone who owns a business where they're open 7 days a week, to you it's like every day is the same.
Yeah.
But when you grow up in a household where it's just a typical work day, you grow up and you think that's the same thing you have to do.
100%.
You know, so people might see me on a Friday night working and they're like, "What are you doing? Why are you working at this time?" Because they're not exposed to that. They don't have that experience to know like any time is good.
That's a fact.
So, well, that's wonderful. Another thing too that I wanted to talk about is you do have an upcoming event.
Correct.
It's Minds with Purpose Youth Festival. Correct. So you're going to be celebrating the Hispanic Heritage Month, which goes from September 15th through October 15th.
Correct.
Which is wonderful. I'm really excited. I'm definitely going to be there and support.
Appreciate that.
So you want to talk a little bit about that? What does that entail? I know you have some sponsors that are supporting you.
Yeah. So like I mentioned, I've done numerous of events, you know, fashion shows, music competitions, sports, charity tournaments, motivational, networking events, creative events, you name it, we've done it, you feel me? But I felt like it was time for something bigger, something different. And it's also my 25th birthday in September. Wow. So I wanted to do something.
You're a baby.
Yeah, I'm pretty young. I'm gonna share. Nah, I don't think I can share it yet. I have some news I have coming to share.
Okay.
But I have. They told me I can't share it yet. I thought this might drop before those news come out, so I can't say it yet.
Okay. Yeah, I want it. Give it to me.
I'll tell you after.
Okay.
But this festival, you know, I felt like it was time for me to do something bigger.
Okay.
You know, something, and when I mean bigger, everything I talk about and everything I do, I think about the impact I'm creating.
Okay.
Not the monetary value, not the amount of people. I don't care about that. To be honest, my thing is impact. So this festival, I wanted it to encompass everything I've ever done. So education, you know, what I do with UTech, what I go in there showing those young adults about content creation, event production, you know, how to navigate the digital platforms, financial literacy, creative advancement, youth empowerment, and more, all of that stuff. So I wanted it to incorporate education. I also wanted it to incorporate culture. You know, I'm big on culture. Like, if you notice, like, I have a lot of different styles. Like, I'm not just like suit and tie. I could bust down like a graphic tee. I could do the
Nike dunks.
Yeah, I could do everything, you know. So I'm very big on culture and just being myself and being true to myself. And I've always wanted to stand out. Not really stand out, but be different. You know, like if everybody's buying those Jordans, I want to get the ones not everybody's buying. Yeah. Just because that's who I am. So
you just want to get it because you like it, whatever you like.
Exactly. So I wanted to incorporate culture. Also wanted to incorporate health and wellness. You know, health and wellness is something that I've been battling all my life. You know, I want to physically be healthier. I want to eat healthier always. And, you know, I start and then I stop. So my health mentally and physically is something that I want to really prioritize in the next coming months. So I want to become a part of more health and wellness community. Okay. And then I'm very big on mental health advocacy because I know what burnout feels like. I know what working nonstop. Like I took 6 college classes at a time, ran a business, was a father, did events almost daily. Like I've been through that nonstop work, talking to like 40 people a day, like leading many teams at a very young age, that I know what it feels like, and I know like it's important to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And I feel like nowadays that's something that's spoken about more. There's more, mental health groups, more women empowerment groups, all of that things.
There's a lot of resources. So,
but like that's something that I'm gonna really take personal to like elevate on, So health.
I love that.
For sure, appreciate that. So health and wellness, entrepreneurship, innovation. I've been an entrepreneur pretty much all my life. When I was younger, I used to sell Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I used to like those beads and like that Yulo planchaba, and you made a design and you put like a chain around.
You probably got that experience from your dad being a barber. Like he was probably used to hustle like
everything. Merchandise. I've done it all since I was in elementary school. So entrepreneurship is something that's always been in me. And then my grandfather, he owns like lottery banks in DR, like bancas and stuff like that. So like entrepreneurship runs in my blood, I guess. So since early on, I've always been an entrepreneur. But when I came to Massachusetts, I joined many different programs like E for All, Roxbury Innovation Center, the Difference Maker competition, UMass Lowell, a whole bunch of them that I just fell in love with entrepreneurship and empowering others to become entrepreneurs. Because even if you don't have a business, you have a brand. Your brand is your name. That right there is entrepreneurship, the way you carry yourself. Because what people seem to realize is that you can last 30 years, being the top of the top out of school, but then that one day is going to stop. Why not, as you do that, build your name?
Exactly. Personal branding is important, yeah.
So that's something that I'm very big on. So entrepreneurship innovation is a part of this festival. And then the last piece, which is I feel like the most important piece, because it's the one that gives us access to networks and access to capital, is community and advocacy.
Okay.
That piece is something that I'm recently learning about, like, politics, budgeting, all of that stuff. But I'm noticing that that's where a lot of the funds for every single community's programs
is coming from.
And us, the youth, and I'll speak for myself, but I don't know enough about what's going on in the state house,
or even with like contracts and bidding.
Not even locally. And so forget about it federally and statewide. Not even locally. I know what's going on, and I'm in the mix. So imagine all my other colleagues and peers around my age group and my generation. Like, so that piece is something that I'm really going to learn more about, so I can educate the rest of my generation on, because I know they're not doing the hard work to make it happen. And then
it's not even the hard work, it's the exposure. They might not have the exposure of knowing, you know what, there's this contract that aligns well with my business, and I need to do a whole bidding system and sign up for this and do all of this, SDO, all of that. It's just the exposure. It really comes down to that. 100%. And it's being protected so much by those who are benefiting from it. But everyone should have a piece of the cake. Everyone should have access to that.
Exactly. So that's pretty much what's making the festival up. So I wanted it to incorporate all of those things. So when I first decided to create a festival, I was gonna do a 7-day, week-long festival, because I'm crazy.
I
like to do a lot of, I'm thinking like, it's gonna be a whole week of impact to the community. Everybody's gonna come through. Every day we're gonna do something different. It's gonna be lit. Then I started talking to some people, and they're like, Jay, relax, it's your first one. And I'm like, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I should take it slow.
Logistics, you were like, wait a minute.
Yeah, capacity, all that. So I'm like, I'm gonna do 5 days, So I'm like, I'm gonna do 5 days. I put it out on LinkedIn. I start promoting it. And then when it's time to find the venues, I'm like, damn, this is hard too. So I ended up shrinking it to 3 days, and I'm still getting advice that I should have done one, but I'm sticking to my 3 days. I believe in my team. I know we can make it happen. And so the 3 days will be Friday, September 27th, Saturday the 28th, and Sunday the 29th. The times are Friday 5 to 9 p.m., Saturday 12:30 to 6, and Sunday 12 to 6.
All right. Can you also share, like, for example, what are some of the things that are going to be happening? I noticed
Correct.
that today you mentioned that there's going to be a panel. Pavel Payano is going to be having a presentation or speaking.
So he's actually going to be a keynote speaker. So we'll be having keynote speeches from prominent leaders such as state representatives, state senators, community organizers, community leaders. A dope lineup of a lot of, people that are going to motivate, shake the room, that, you going there with their story, with the way they're going to speak to you, it's what you need to hear to really take your life from one route to like the route that we all should be taking. Like, everybody was handpicked by myself, and I'm telling you, like, these people are going to like really put you on to $1 million worth of game. And like, these people are making money, so like they're worth a lot, and besides the money, they're just dope people that, the keynotes is going to be crazy. But there'll be keynote speeches, there'll be panel discussions. I'm going to be releasing the panelists tomorrow, and this whole week we're going to flood social media so people could really see what's going on. But a lot of amazing executive directors from different companies, a lot of, young leaders right now in the community making up the panelists. We're going to have fashion show segments, dance performance, music performance, live DJs, vendor experience, food trucks on the outside. Ooh. So it's just going to be so many different things for the community to engage with and come together, and figure out what Minds with Purpose is, figure out what other resources exist in their community, and just really meet some amazing people and celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month.
Of course.
It's a celebration.
Yeah. And where are the days going to be taking place? So
every single day will be in the Lawrence Public Library's auditorium. Okay. And they also have an outside patio that we're going to be decorating real nice. So it'll be a mixture of both. And if things are really packed up, we're going to use the third floor as well. So enough space for people to really, engage, connect, network, have a great time, eat, find out about, the vendors that are there, engage with the panel discussions, with the keynotes. The music performances are going to be super dope. We'll have a lot of amazing artists. The dance performances, we have a salsa one, we have hip hop, we have choreography, a lot of youth performance.
How can someone get in contact with you? Let's say they want to collaborate, or they may want to support you, in any way, even if it's monetary or anything.
To be honest, for me, like, people swear that I'm too busy for the world, that they can't contact me, but like, just hit me up. Just hit me up, j.purposeful on my DM, or hit up Minds with Purpose on Instagram, and just come with some value, because I do get a lot of DMs, I won't lie, but if what you're saying seems like it's reasonable for the moment, like, and I'm open to collaborating with everybody and anybody, like, I'm very big on
any idea that they might have, they definitely can reach out to you and see.
I'm very big on, I'm a big opportunistic person. Like, if I meet you today and you tell me you're a DJ and I have an event tomorrow, I'll book you for that event. Not ever hearing you play before just because you told me you were.
You take a chance,
That's how I move with, and that's how I've been throughout this whole journey of a business owner, and that's why so many people gravitate towards what I do. Because again, I move with a very genuine vision that I'm not thinking I'm better than anybody. I'm not trying to take. I'm just trying to create opportunities for all of us, And if everybody thought the same way, we will all be eating together.
Exactly. We will all be reaching a different level.
100%.
But I am really thrilled and I'm excited. I cannot wait to see what you have with this whole event.
Appreciate you.
Can you name some of like your sponsors that are supporting you?
100%. So to be honest, something else, like all of my events in the past, most of them have been bootstrapped, which means I've been like out of pocket funding them. But this festival, we've been able to get some amazing sponsors. We got the Boston Foundation, Chase Bank, Northern Essex Community College, and we're working on getting a couple more. But just those three right there have been super solid, and they really changed the game for us. And after the festival, I'll be able to announce some amazing news for future collaborations that I have cooking up as well. That these organizations really believe in my vision and believe in the community we are serving, and I'm really grateful and thankful for them, for real.
Well, if you are interested in collaborating and being a sponsor, I'm going to be leaving his email address below as well as his phone number, so you can contact him and, you know, be part of this amazing opportunity to give back to the community, celebrate culture and our youth.
Definitely.
But thank you so much.
Thank you
for being here, and, you know, for me to learn about you and what it is that you do. I am intrigued. I will definitely be pushing your event.
Thank you.
So that, you know, we can get as many people as we can
That's
to
the
go,
goal.
and you know, some sponsors too.
And I'll leave it with this. It's like, if you have an idea, if you have, you know, an inquietud, like really believe in yourself, really pursue it. Like if you go to sleep and you're thinking about it, and like whether it's something small, something big, just go for it, you know, and figure it out along the way. You're gonna fail, but it's okay. I promise you. If you need any help, you reach out to me and I got you.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay.